Welcome. This is a quick introduction to the Viterbo CMS or Content Management System. Today what we're going to go into is how do you log into the system and what are the different areas of the system. So to begin, we always log in through the little Viterbo logo in the upper right hand corner of the screen. By clicking on that, it brings us to a login screen where we would put our Viterbo ID, the information before the @ sign and our email address, and the password. This is the same password you use across Viterbo, in VitNet, or in email as well. From here we're brought to the work area. And there are some major components of this that we're going to go through. First, we're going to talk about the My Recent Edits. These are websites that I've recently edited. They are quick ways to go to these pages and then edit them. We have a general information, which has a listing of departments, which allows you to navigate to any department on campus or to request permission to edit that department. We have files and images, which take us to the section of the website, allows us to change out images, PDFs, and so forth. And below that we have the central section, the different groups I'm allowed to edit or I have editing privileges for. So I'm going to begin by clicking on one of these departments to show you what these sections contain. If I click on Communications and Marketing, I go to this department. And what we see is a standard layout, a left menu, a related resources section. And on these menus, each one has a list links options if I hover over the right. And now these options will allow us to edit the menu. But besides these basic components to a page, including the Edit tab in the upper right that allows us to edit the page, we also have some bubbles. These bubbles contain content that you only see when you're logged in. Normal users or anonymous users viewing the content will not see this. It tells us some options to create certain types of content. It have options to show us who is a part of the group. And if we keep scrolling down, we now see a list of content in the department. From here we can edit, delete content. We can also check off multiple items and then therefore follow those same processes of deleting items or unpublishing or publishing items. We can also search for a particular content item in the department. So that's the basics of the page layout. We also have a group tab as well, and this allows us to add permissions to the group, and all of these things will be covered in more depth in later sections. But this is the basic layouts of the page. Now, in order to get back to where I started, the Viterbo logo that we used to log in will bring us back to this home page. And in here we see the different sections that we talked about in the beginning. So it's a way to get back to home, get back to your homework area. Now, if we see these recent edits on the page over here, I'm going to click on one of those and we will see that it takes us to a sub-page within the Communications Marketing group. And I have an edit tab, and so I can quickly click that edit tab and begin the editing process. It's a quick way to go a particular content item. So I'm going to go back to my home page and then click on a different department, and we will see it has an identical layout to the ones I looked at before. We have a left menu with ability to edit it. List links will do that. We have a center section. We have a related resources menu. And we have some sections with other information, the list of the members, the main content, and the list of content in the department. Now, to edit this page, I could also edit it here through the Edit tab. So all pages that I have permissions for should have the Edit tab. So that's the basics of content editing. We will cover more in depth on how you actually edit once you click the Edit tab and how you edit menus and change other information throughout the site. Thank you.